Hello player, today we will analyze the match between Danylo Mosesov with the white pieces and D Gukesh with the black pieces. e4, g6, d4, bishop g7, knight c3, d6, knight f3, a6, f4, knight f6, bishop e2, kingside castling, knight c6, d5, knight b8, bishop e3, bishop g4, knight d4. This move was inaccurate, the best move was h3. For example, h3. Bishop captures on f3. Bishop captures on f3. Knight from b, d7. Bishop e2. With an advantage for white. Knight d4. Bishop captures on e2. Queen captures on e2. c6. Rook from a, d1. c, captures on d5. e, captures on d5. Knight from b, d7. Knight b3. Rook c8. Bishop d4. Knight b6. Rook from f, e1. Rook e8. Queen f3. This move was inaccurate, the best move was knight c1. For example, knight c1. Knight h5. Knight from 1, a2. With a balanced game. Queen f3. Knight c4. Rook b1. Queen c7. Rook e2. Knight d7. Bishop captures on g7. King captures on g7. Knight e4. Knight from c, e5. Queen g3. Queen c4. Knight c3. Knight f6. Rook d1. Queen b4. Rook d4. Rook c4. Rook from e, d2. Rook captures on d4. This move was inaccurate, the best move was rook c8. For example, rook from e, c8. h3. Rook captures on d4. Rook captures on d4. Rook c4. Rook d2. b5. With a decisive advantage for black. Rook captures on d4. Rook captures on d4. Queen b6. Queen e3. Rook c8. f5. Queen c7. Rook h4. The evaluation became -2.1. This move was a mistake, the best move was queen e1. For example, queen e1. Knight c4. Knight d1. b6. a, captures on b6. Queen captures on b6. Queen c3. With a balanced game. Rook h4. h5. Queen g5. This move was inaccurate, the best move was h3. For example, h3. Knight c4. Queen g5. Knight h7. Queen f4. With a decisive advantage for black. Queen g5. Knight c4. This move gives back part of the advantage, the best move was knight captures on d5. For example, knight captures on d5. Rook h3. Knight f6. With a decisive advantage for black. Knight c4. Knight d4. Queen captures on a5. This move was inaccurate, the best move was king f8. For example, king f8. h3. Queen captures on a5. Knight b3. Queen b6. Queen h6 check. King e8. Queen h8 check. King d7. Queen g7. Knight e5. Rook d4. Queen c7. With a decisive advantage for black. Queen captures on a5. h3. The evaluation became -2.2, this move was a mistake, the best move was g4. For example, g4. Knight e5. G, captures on h5. King f8. King g2. G, captures on h5. b4. Queen a1. Knight e4. Knight from e, g4. c3. Queen b1. Rook captures on h5. Knight e3 check. Queen captures on e3. Knight captures on h5. Knight f5. Rook captures on c3. Queen h6 check. King e8. Knight from f, captures on d6 check. E, captures on d6. Knight captures on c3. Queen f5. Queen e3 check. With an advantage for black. h3. King f8. Rook f4. The evaluation became -3.9, this move was a mistake, the best move was Queen h6. For example, Queen h6 check. King e8. Knight b3. Queen b6. Queen h8 check. With a decisive advantage for black. Rook f4. Knight captures on b2. Knight e6 check. King e8. Queen h6. Queen captures on c3. Queen f8 check. King d7. Queen captures on f7. Queen e1 check. King h2. Knight captures on d5. Knight f8 check. Rook captures on f8. Black's victory. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and leave your suggestions.